It's time to celebrate. We're flipping on the lights in a packed downtown.
There's going to be tons of people here because it's such a big thing.
And queuing up the music while the new dancers are practicing their moves.
I'm still getting used to the tights.
Because it's almost Jaden's big moment. But it's also...
You look beautiful, smile to everybody.
Almost time for Mackenzie's big walk down the aisle.
Good girl, you got it.
And we're not stopping at the altar because Diana's bell won't stop ringing. We're celebrating commitment at the grocery store aisles, beauty in the wedding march, a change in the Nutcrackers lineup, and the wattage overpowering the square. Celebrating this season across our state. This is Iowa.
KCCI presents a celebration of the people who make our state special. This is Iowa.
This time of year, our state glows because a lot of Iowans put up a few lights and plenty more put up a lot more. And then there are the cities that go all out, pretty much painting with lights, magnifying the twinkle by a million.
From border to border, Iowa's town squares draw December shoppers determined to keep their dollars local. And most host an out-of-town visitor.
What do you want for Christmas, Ruth?
A kitty cat.
She wants a kitty cat, Mom.
Asking for lists and giving away second-grade memories that will stick. But the 4 o'clock visitor headed toward Santa is the first hint these next few hours set Oskaloosa's square apart.
If you've never been here, it's something you've never seen.
Because with every clump of those bells that keep multiplying, the crowd headed toward Mahaska County's seat keeps growing. The first Saturday night in December can draw 13,000 people.
And it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is from a town that's 13,000, so. And the bad thing about it is they all know who I am because I'm a realtor in town.
Which is why he also knows that at precisely 4:30, Winters Gray gets booted out of town by a flood of colors brighter than a 50-gallon drum from Sherwin-Williams.
This is the community coming together.
Even the courthouse glows. But as the sun sets, it's also the heads up to find a spot.
Then you maybe stop by the judges, watch for the police.
Because the even brighter tradition is setting up around the corner.
There's going to be tons of people here because it's such a big thing.
And a Hallmark movie script couldn't have more perfectly timed the snowflakes just starting to fall.
It's not as cold as what we were thinking it was going to be, so we're happy about that.
The church angels are ready. And the full year of planning it took to pull off Mahaska Drugs Float is paying off. Their lights are all working.
We usually start in January trying to figure out what we want to do for the next year.
This year is the Polar Express, one of 70 entries in one of the state's largest lighted Christmas parades that'll be led by the squad car sporting Rudolph's nose.
About 7 minutes.
By the time the brass ensemble in the gazebo wraps up Hark the Herald, the crowd catching snowflakes on their tongues was 3 people deep. All here for the parade now rolling, featuring every drummer and every trumpet player wearing lights.
Including first place, best...
My sister is actually one of the band people. She plays the trombone.
And Estelle and every other wide-eyed kid along the route can't believe the glow.
Look at those lights. They're like spinning.
Because the businesses that build floats don't just duct tape a net of lights to their cars. They go all in. Building a motorized Polar Express, dancing inside larger-than-life illuminated characters, or lighting up a train so bright Santa in the caboose almost needs shades.
They put all this time into this, and I think that's cool.
But why? Why put this much effort into a parade that'll be done in 90 minutes?
I think there's a lot of people in Oskaloosa that really just get it. They get the Christmas spirit.
And it's even better when Frozen is just a theme, not an experience.
It makes it a perfect night for a Christmas parade, absolutely.
Middle school teachers in other towns might dress up as Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch too. But here, that backdrop of 300,000 LEDs, the square's dancing lights, and another 300,000 in the parade itself pushes the twinkles this night past 1 million.
There is a lot of people.
16,000. All on the square for one reason. to bask in all that illuminated joy.
It just makes me happy. Making people happy and seeing the kids and the adults and the grandpas, the grandchildren all happy, that's what it's all about.
The celebrations are just getting started because last year, Mackenzie made us a promise from her wheelchair.
I'm walking down the aisle at my wedding.
Well, the crowd's in place, ready to burst, just like another crowd that had Serenity's butterflies fluttering until she realized,
oh my God, I got the hang of this. It's easy. It's easy. I can do it.
Because she was given the chance to celebrate. This is Iowa.
Holiday traditions are born every time a family grows, and this year a Marshall County couple is celebrating because of a ceremony where Bo Bowen got a front row seat.
The leaves are falling just in time for the perfect pictures.
And then you guys can put your dresses on and we can do another photo.
And these women are getting ready for a full day.
Yeah, Sydney, you're gonna love this bracelet that I'm wearing.
Her day.
Y'all have your bracelets?
Mackenzie Nash has been planning and preparing for her wedding ever since she met her soon-to-be husband.
Mom, did you see what perfume I'm using?
Pulling out all the special trinkets she's been saving for this special occasion.
Look how little of it I've used in the last 7 years. Everyone together and bonding and just coming together to celebrate Jordan and me, it fills my heart up. It means a lot.
How's it going?
The man of the hour and his groomsmen across the gravel road have their own pre-wedding rituals. Jordan Dowd and his best men started the party a little bit earlier with a round of golf.
Yeah, we will be.
And now the good times are rolling.
Hey, somebody leave their phone on the toilet paper?
Yeah, that's mine. You want to grab it?
Washed down with a little bit of liquid courage stirred into his cup. But in the other room, a bit of anticipation lingers over the bridal party.
I know by the time I get to the aisle, I'm going to be warmed up, loosened up, and ready to go.
Because a year ago, the bride-to-be was here. A patient at On With Life in Ankeny, relearning to walk after she fell from a zip line.
Very nice.
I fell about 15 feet and landed on my back.
A year ago, she was already proving the doctors who told her she'd probably never walk again wrong.
Mackenzie blows through the timeline that I had anticipated for her.
And her eyes back then were already set on her wedding.
I've had a lot of people ask me what my end goal is or what my end game is, and I'm like, I'm walking down the aisle at my wedding.
Well, now that day has finally come. The couple's family and friends are all taking their seats as the wedding party lines up into formation in the back. A few nerves settle in on the groom.
You want a button? No button? One button? Yeah. Any button? Just one button?
Who is more comfortable in jeans than he is a tuxedo.
I'm gonna break the button.
As Jordan walks his parents to their chairs,
Proud of you, babe.
Proud of you, bud.
he knows all of the eyes won't be on him,
You look beautiful, smile at everybody.
but rather
Take it all in.
his bride. Being wheeled down the aisle by her physical therapist isn't how Mackenzie pictured her wedding day.
You ready?
That's why when she got to the third row, her goal became reality.
Good girl. You got it.
Got it, girl.
Taking her first steps toward her husband.
Come on, everybody! There you go, Mackenzie. You got this.
When I heard people in the crowd start cheering, it was like, okay, I got this. I didn't care if it was with crutches, a walker, one person, two people. People had to strap my legs to their legs. I was getting down the aisle and I was doing it upright and it was gonna happen.
These two, reciting the vows they have in their hearts, written on paper.
I knew from the moment you high-fived me while bowling on our first date that I liked you.
But ought to be carved into stone.
I knew from the moment you told me you'd asked your mom for a recipe the first time you made me dinner and called her multiple times while shopping for the ingredients that I loved you.
Because if Jordan and Mackenzie can get through the horrific accident, surgeries, and all the appointments in between, They know they can get through any of life's struggles.
I knew the moment I woke up in that hospital bed, uncertain of how our lives were going to look going forward. And you were right there holding my hand and telling me that you weren't going anywhere. That is the moment that I definitely knew I was going to marry you.
I will be honest and loyal. This I promise, with my whole heart. I look forward to forever with you. I love you.
A couple begins their life together by wrapping their fingers with rings.
You will now be my wife.
Jordan, you may kiss your bride.
But Jordan and Mackenzie would tell you true love sprouts from the flowers of support planted over the years.
If we're going to start this relationship, and this was obviously before the accident, but if we're going to start this relationship, we're in it. It's not a trial run, you know?
And no matter what storm may come, knowing your best friend will always be along for the ride allows the smiles to grow.
The plan can change, the goal doesn't have to, and that was my mindset from day one of working on this and making this the goal.
It is my pleasure to be the second today to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Jordan Mackenzie Bell.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Jordan and Mackenzie know not every day will be picture perfect.
Ready?
But as long as they can lean on each other,
This is the best. Thank you for making this happen.
they can always find the strength
Me making it happen? No.
to love.
Like good old boys and beer and me, as long as you're right here.
Oh, your mom is crying.
You're right here. Absolutely beautiful.
Ready to feel the warmth of giving?
It just feels right.
While some give dollars, Diana is setting milestones for giving half a century of her time. And others are giving kids a chance.
Wow, there's so many different skin colors. I'm just the only one who's this dark, and I was just like, man, I don't belong.
The curtain's rising on their time in the spotlight as our celebrations continue. This is Iowa.
Two, three.
Those famous notes, synonymous with the sounds of the season. Each move carefully choreographed. The Nutcracker, a holiday tradition for countless Iowa performers.
Nutcracker is Christmas. Nutcracker is almost more Christmas than Christmas itself. From the curtain rising.
Every December, Tom Mattingly with Ballet Des Moines helps his young dancers bring the Christmas classic to life.
5, 6, 7, 8. Big airbus show. Up.
Normally, perfectly pointed toes and straight lines are expected, but this year, Tom is not only looking for perfection.
Really, the goal here is to put on a production where the kids are having a really great time. And part of having a great time is doing it as well as you possibly can.
Because most of these dancers have been practicing their pirouettes since they could walk. But a few on this stage just tried their first plie a few weeks ago.
Nah, this is my first time. Time. I mean, I'm still getting used to the tights.
This is all new to 11-year-old Jaden. He's still trying to embrace the activity he once thought was only for girls.
It feels like it's just that you don't got no clothes on. That's what it feels like to me.
Trying something new comes with a bit of a learning curve, and mess-ups are bound to happen.
Last year I messed up about 2 times, and it was kind of scary.
Serenity knows the feeling.
I turned around, and she was like, right there. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I went there, and then we started dancing. I was just like, oh my God, I missed my cue.
Missing a cue isn't a big deal, especially compared to the big opportunity that brought the beginner ballerinas to center stage.
The kids Like the kids never dreamed of the possibility, but they didn't even know the opportunity existed.
Because Jaden and Serenity live in Des Moines' Oak Ridge neighborhood, where the poverty level reaches higher than 95%. Simply put, dance class is too expensive for most families to afford. That's exactly why 2 years ago, Ballet Des Moines extended the invitation. The kids from Oak Ridge are welcome.
They don't really have the stage to showcase, who they are.
In a small gym, wearing socks instead of ballet slippers, with no formal dance training, these kids absorbed every move like a sponge.
So it's just a really great opportunity to be exposed to that world also of art and dance.
Throughout the year, ballet pros visit the neighborhood, holding dancing workshops, even auditions for a part in the Nutcracker.
There's talent everywhere. It's just whether or not they get a chance to be nurtured and developed.
I never really liked doing ballet because I thought it was too slow.
But 10-year-old Serenity caught on fast. She was the only kid from her neighborhood to make the cut last year.
If you get it all right, I think you're just like, oh my God, I got the hang of it. It's easy. It's easy. I can do it.
The 5th grade trailblazer quickly questioning if she was meant to dance here.
When I came here, I was just like, wow, there's so many different skin colors. I'm just the only one who's this dark. And I was just like, man, I don't belong. Because I had pink tights. I didn't have brown tights. I was just like, I don't fit in. And then I was like, next year I'm not gonna do this. And then I'm here now and I get to do it. Cool. And then I have brown tights, brown shoes. I'm in the right, I have it. That matches me. It matches my same skin tone and everything. It's cool.
This year she's back and brought 10 of her neighborhood friends with her, even her kid brother.
That's what actually Amir told me. He was like, ooh, I'm gonna do that next year. I was just like, please don't. I was like, please don't.
Yet here they are, getting in one last practice.
You wear makeup? Yeah. I don't.
The neighborhood crew ready for their moment.
Because there's going to be a bunch of people that I don't know and I'm going to be performing.
Hoyt Sherman Place's stage is only 3 blocks away from the Oak Ridge neighborhood, and as the crowd settles into their seats, this moment in front of 1,400 people felt like a world away. Having never seen the Nutcracker before, let alone dance to its songs, this Christmas they're owning their roles in the holiday tradition.
Writing themselves into a narrative that wasn't maybe made for them, but they can transform the narrative and the story.
Among the perfectly pointed toes and straight lines, proving they belong here.
I'm proud of myself because I made it.
In Des Moines, Jody Long.
There's never a doubt that Diane is going to be at the front door 5 or 6 days a week.
We're ringing the bell to celebrate commitment next.
Shopping during the holiday season can be a bit overwhelming, but there's one woman inside this East Euclid Hy-Vee that is inspiring Iowans that it's much more fun to give than receive. It is the sound of the season, a jingle inside every store. But at the Hy-Vee on East Euclid, the wrist behind this bell hardly ever takes a break.
49 years.
For nearly 5 decades, Diana Gordon has been a devoted Salvation Army bell ringer.
The East Side customers love her. They know her. There's never a doubt that Diane is going to be at the front door 5 or 6 days a week come right after Thanksgiving.
8 hours a day, 6 days a week for 49 years. A record built on commitment.
Thank you, sir.
That is very rare.
It's impossible to know how many dollars Diana's collected over decades, but the impact is huge.
Every dollar that she's collecting is helping people to have food security, rent, utility assistance.
Diana's devotion to bell ringing dates back to her childhood, when the Salvation Army supported her family through some hard times.
We have had a lot of help through them over the years.
So before her father died, Diana made a promise.
I told him that I would keep this going for him and for the help of the people.
So here she is, every single day, not letting her health be a setback.
I have cerebral palsy, and
I have help coming in to help me get up during the day.
To give back.
She has a great impact in the store. I mean, people come up and hug her.
The response to Diana is heartwarming.
You want to ring the bell?
Especially from the littlest customers.
Merry Christmas.
Watching her often inspires them.
Thank you.
7-year-old Mariah was mesmerized before putting her own Tooth Fairy money in the red kettle. Why'd you tell your mom you wanted to put your money in there?
It just feels right.
Hearing that bell sparked Mariah's concern for kids she's never met.
I want them to have a fun Christmas and have a lot of toys so they can play with.
Makes me very proud. It really gives me goosebumps. It lets me know that we're raising her right. We're showing her, you know, Christmas isn't about gifts, it's about giving.
Giving is how Diana chooses to live. And now she's inspiring the youngest generation. What brings you the most joy?
Just be able to help people.
And she doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
As long as I can. As long as I can.
So cheers to 49 years.
You want to ring the bell?
And many more to come.
You have a Merry Christmas and thank you.
So ring the bell, join the dance, light up the square, and tell those you love how you feel. It's a season to celebrate. This is Iowa. I'm Eric Hansen.